Okay, hockey fans, welcome to the pool. This is pool 1 in Cairns. It's a beautiful Friday afternoon. We've got game 51, the under-15s Open, Victoria versus South Australia. You've got South Australia playing white coming from your right-hand side, and Victoria playing black coming from your left.
So the camera needs to move a little bit as well.
And from the way that the group has disappeared out of sight, it tells me that South Australia has won the strike and are pushing hard up into Victorian territory. This game's going to be quite important. It'll affect the positioning for this evening's final. South Australia hoping to make it into third, and I'm sorry to the Victorians, I don't know what position they're looking for. We've got a call by the referees. Victoria's free. The Victoria left half taking the free. It's gone into the hands of the South Australian. They've managed to switch onto the camera side of the pool. The camera at that end, unfortunately, has been kicked over. It's being rectified at the moment by our technical guru, Michael. We've got a goal for South Australia. Goal was by number 10. Wrong age. Number 10, who is Azalea. Take South Australia to a 1-0 lead, and they're off for the strike. Yeah. South Australia winning it, handing it back to their backs, and it's now being pushed forward by South Australia, by Charlie. It was a good stop there by the Victorians. They've managed to move it into their defensive corner. From the surface, I can't see a lot of snorkels. There's a lot of players on the bottom. Good turnover of players. See the defenders moving in. There's been something called, there's a play on by the referee. Still indicating that it's play on. No, it was happy with whatever happened, with whatever the incident was. And it's still live. It's being pushed across the front of the goals. Dangerous time for Victoria. They've managed to defend it, and they're squeezing it out to the wall. They've now driven it into the opposite corner. Very tiring for the defence. South Australia have taken the opportunity to have a substitution. All is off. And Caden is on. Sitting defensively as the half. You're lucky that I'm not on the cameras. I'd have been giving you a quick glimpse of what camera 5 is showing. More of the ref than probably anyone really wants to see. But my producer, Ollie, is far more disciplined than I. It's still being held in the corner, with both teams cycling through. Victoria's managed to squeeze it up the line and into the defence of the South Australians. More strong defence by the Victorians, under a very strong threat. Another hard push by the South Australians, and again back to the corner. Still very tight around the goal of the Victorians. And we've got a call by the referee. One referee saying goal, two referees saying goal. We got a goal for South Australia. If I saw that correctly, that was Owen, number 11.
That one needs to. It's in the middle.
Yeah, as you can see from the movement of the camera, Michael's in correcting it, and both teams are away. Strong strike by Azalea. He's pushing hard up the middle. It's brought up by the fullback of the Victorians. And a counter push by the Victorians, but held up by the South Australia's fullback in this case, with a flick out to the half. We've got a call on the play. And it's in Victoria's favour. South Australia pulling back into defence. Okay, Victoria pushing in, moving into South Australia's half for the first time, making their backs work. And there's the off wing, moving it to the opposite wall for the Victorians. Got another call. Gloving by the South Australians. Victoria is free. A little bit outside the D. Okay, we've got them in camera shot. Both sides on the bottom. And a good steal by the South Australian forward. It's moving hard into the left-hand side of the court, of the pool. Strong up the line. That's good. Another call, another gloving. Yeah. Gloving up against the wall by the South Australians. That's makes Victoria's free. Strong surge from the Victorian centre. It's been held out by South Australians back, and they've moved it up to the right-hand wall. And there you go, now you've got camera 5, a view of the Victorian goal. at a convenient time as they... Oh, that was a crocodile roll. I bet that was Owen. Victoria driving it to the corner. Grace positioning well there to help her forward, bring it out of the corner. And good backup defence by Nina. In the hands of the South Australian boys. He's brought it back towards the middle. Strong drive by South Australia. A lot of bodies on the bottom. That was number 10. Another goal to Azalea. Brings us to... I must have... Sorry, it brings it to 3-0. Doesn't bring it to 2. There we are. 2 to Azalea, and I believe the other goal was to Owen. There's been a timeout called. I'll give you a run through of the names while we're at it. While we've got the brief hiatus of play. Victorians team, and I do have their captains and vice captains in this list. Number 5 is Lucas Cook. Number 2 is Anastasia Davidson. Number 1 is Felix Maund. Number 4 is Amy Pearce. 6 is Daniel Pearce, he's the vice captain. 12 is Devlin Rowe. 10 is Isabella Stead. 9 is William Stein, he's the captain. 16 is Tamsin Walsh. 13 is Joe Wilkinson. And 7 is Cathal O'Flynn. Back into play with the South Australians driving it to the near side wall. Puck in the hands of Nina Harris, flicking a chase. And she's back up the wall with Hawkon backing her up nicely. South Australia threatening from the 45, just outside of camera shot. And sadly we've got spectators kicking the camera. And I don't know whether you could see that, but it's another goal to the South Australians. Yeah. My producer's heading off on a quest to try and correct that camera, which leaves you with just me on the cameras and the audio abuse and the scoring. Okay. For to South Australia, and they're off with a strike. Azalea striking for the South Australians. And met by her Victorian rival. And they've managed to keep control of it, the Victorians, and move it off to the side wall. South Australia's moved it out to into the hands of the centre, Azalea, and now across to the front of the goals. And the umpires are happy with that. All you got was the last little bit. No one knows who it was, who scored. I thought we'd fix that. The helps the referees if the player holds their hand up after they score, so the refs can pick it. As you can see from some of these shots, there's a fair few players in contention at some goals. 5-0. Strong strike by New South Wales. You can see the defence following them up. The South Australians were strong enough to stop them. All are there. And Azalea up against the wall, looking to her back to help bring it forwards. All are again. But the Victorians were too strong and they've got it. No, they haven't. Puck's being moved slowly towards the Victorian end. There it is, being pushed forward by the half. Nice pass back. Good follow by their South Australian. And that's the end of the half. It was Charlie or Owen. I think that was actually Charlie, but it's difficult to tell them apart. We need more tattoos on these young people.
Just as you walk past, someone kicked it over. Oh, I've got it back. He's been for a bit.
Second half started. Victoria coming from the right, South Australia from the left. And a good push by Sarah Miller, the South Australian right wing, with backup by Grace. And a third back coming through as well. The second back coming through. They've moved it into Victoria's 45. See Grayson camera there. Venezuela. Sorry to the Victoria team, I'm not reading the numbers, I'm just identifying them by fins and shape. It's in the hands of the Victorians.
Oh, that was cool.
Nope, we've had a call. We've had a call, South Australia's free. Victoria's free. Victorian half taking it. It's been moved out into the middle, into a dangerous area there. And now break. You can see there the defender, the South Australian defender getting to it. It was good to see there was another one behind, between them and the goals. There's Megan there, crossing it to Sarah. Yep. Victoria's free. Pushed by the Victorians. No, we've got another call. Play stopped again. Was breaking on the free by the South Australians. Have to wait until that puck's touched before they're allowed to move forward to the 3 metres. Victoria fullback taking the puck. Driving it through into South Australians. Bringing a bit of pressure to the South Australians. The defence there, unable to stop it. Now some desperate play. We've got a call on the play. Chopping stick offence by the Victorians at South Australia's park. South Australia's fullback with the puck. Push forward and a flick through to the centre. Possession taken by the Victorians. And then a tussle to the side. Playing advantage. One of the Victorians is away. Gloving. South Australia's free. Got a timeout. Hard to see from the pictures, but the coaches have entered the pool. We've got a minute to talk to their players. South Australia's free. being taken by the half. And stopped by the Victorians. Nope, all has come through from the back. Has managed to get the puck back and is now moving the puck quickly towards the goals. Stopped well by the Victorians. South Australians have got numbers though. And well played by the South Australians. That one was a goal to Nina Harris.
Is it number 2?
No. 19, I think. I'm willing to believe it was Nina. She was holding her stick up. It was a good goal, good follow. Just putting out the conflict of interest. She is my daughter. They're away. Victorians leading hard on that strike. Making it to the puck first. Good work. Moving hard into the South Australians. It's been deflected to the side. Dangerous move by the South Australians into Victorians 45. And a strong drive towards an open goal. Another goal for Azalea. Yeah. South Australia and Victoria away on the strike. Victoria again get to the puck first. Not quite capitalising on that. With Owen and Grace getting onto it. But the Victorians are managing to take it to the top of their D. They caused an offence in the process. Makes it South Australia's free. The top of the Victorian D. It's halfway through this last half. We've got 7 minutes to play. This South Australian back taking the free. And there's a break from the South Australians towards the goal, stopped by the Victorian defender. Just not quite enough bodies on the bottom. Good follow by the South Australian to finish, and that was Owen. Number 11, well done, Owen. They're on the strike. Victoria to it. And a strong lead. There's no support there for him. He's got through. Ooh, good strong drive through three South Australian players, and they're continuing the momentum. We have a call. And it's Victoria's favour. Victoria's free, putting pressure on the South Australian defence from the 45. A couple of subs coming quick into play. Oh, it's very tight on the goal tray there. You can't see what's happening. They've pushed it back to the corner. It's a good stop by the South Australian defenders. And all of the players in the pool tucked into that corner now. Someone's managed to get it out. They're on a long drive. Can they swim the distance of the pool? No, they can't. The South Australians are maintaining the pressure. Stopped again by the Victorians. Another South Australian with the puck. Again stopped by the Victorians. Another South Australian with the puck. And driven to the end. I think that was Ollie. I think that was Owen that time. But most of the South Australian team involved in that attack. Good move to the strike for the strike again by the Victorians. Stopped by the South Australian defenders. They've moved it off to the wall. And managed to drive it up their left-hand side. It's the off half from South Australia with the puck, moving it across the top of the D and passing it off to another of the South Australian players. And that one was Hawk-on.
Ingrid's watching,
Hello to Ingvild if she's there. And they're away. Meeting at the park. Oh, a good strive by the Victorians again. They've been consistently strong on that strike. But it's been moved to the wall. Fairly even contest at the moment. The puck just moving back and forth on the wall a little. Switch by the South Australians. A strong flick from Megan. Challenging the goal again.
Sarah.
That one was Sarah.
Oop.
Time.
I thought it was just starting.
That is the end of the game. Thank you to my producer Ollie, my technical guru Michael, and to the listeners. Good luck to both teams in their upcoming games.